June the 1st, 1955.
Endless fields of corn, and the sun hanging so low I couldn't get my breath. I stopped for a burger, and it was all of 5 minutes before my disguise, sunglasses, and hand over the face was discovered. Panic among teenagers as they tried to prise off my limbs. Meanwhile, a farmer and two old women with headscarves sat in a corner wondering what all the commotion was about. Back on the road, we went lickety split past the country line.
Town's flashing by us. It's like a scene from a movie. We needed to see that billboard advertising us, and it appeared finally, and we all went, yeah! So the colonel wasn't fooling us after all. Then another one, then another, all bigger than the last until we hit the hall. The conditions were bad. There was too much static on the mics, and all about enough room for us just to get a drum kit on and one guitar player. I voted we send Bill home, but it was ruled out.
Rehearsal started to croak, then broke out for some fries and a drink. That's the worst time for me, waiting for the show.
My foot hops and I can't keep a conversation going. I'm always afraid I'll bomb. The girls are roaring for me, which always makes it worse. It's much more to live up to. I can't disappoint or go back to where I was. The higher you go, the bigger you can drop. And when I went in to make that record, nobody knew about me, but now I have so much to lose. Bad headlines hurt me and they hurt my family. Imagine being back at Crown Electric as a failed singer. We'd have to move again. But anyway, it all went well. I always sing better when I'm nervous, and that's most of the time anyway. After halfway through, I let the audience take over.
They know the lyrics better than me now. Maybe I should give them a percentage. Have to know when to take my foot off the pedal. And like I say, the audience of the show more than the performer. I've always believed that. They don't go to listen, they go to participate. That's what I'm about. Liberation. Afterwards, the sweat is soaking off me till I felt like I was going to explode. I doused my head under a faucet. I didn't want it to end. The hall emptied and I went back out there, looking through the curtain at everyone leaving, and suddenly I felt lonely. They wanted me and I wanted them. There's no cure for that low feeling. It's like someone just died. You're standing there in silence, thinking for an hour, and you don't know how to handle it.
The guys expected me to be high, but I couldn't give them what they wanted. The show sucked it all out of me. I felt my eyes filling up, and weird thoughts came to my head. Memories of nights when I was a kid and couldn't sleep. I looked out in the dark and thought I saw things moving. You're like two people, Scotty said. He's right. He thinks I take it too seriously, that it's eating up my life. I wouldn't want that to happen, but I can't let go now. I want to hold the moment. I feel like I'm kind of frozen inside a machine, but I put myself in there, so I can't complain.
I want it to be tomorrow. The show is just now long, but I aged a year out there when you add up the tension before and after.
Movies would be easier. Maybe that's my next move.